Friday, May 5, 2022 at 1:16 a.m., Paris James Smith was shot and killed while delivering food from Goldpuff in the Oakwood Manor subdivision on Oakwood Manor off Redan Road in Decatur, Georgia. Mr. Smith is a 24-year-old black male, 5'11" in height and 158 pounds. At the time of his death, Mr. Smith was wearing blue jogging pants, black shirt, and black crop-style shoes. The suspects followed Mr. Smith to the address where he was delivering the food. After he was shot, the suspects drove away in the victim's white 2019 Nissan Altima, Georgia temporary tag P3389266. No witnesses have come forward, and we are asking for the public's help for any information on the perpetrators in this incident.
Good morning. Today is Thursday, September 8th. The year is 2022. So if you saw the news, a couple things have happened. Last night, a maniac, a young man in Memphis, went on a killing spree and shot and killed 4 innocent people sporadically throughout the city for no reason. And he even had the nerve to broadcast this on Facebook, on a Facebook Live or something like that. He recorded himself shooting someone. I have not seen the video, nor do I want to see it. There are some serious problems going on within the black community that this violence is just getting out of hand. The young man that was killed here in Atlanta while delivering ice cream. I mean, come on now. He's delivering ice cream. He gets shot and killed over his car, and they have not found the car since. But who felt that it was okay to shoot and kill somebody over a car? I mean, this is why, when people keep asking me why did I move way out here where I live at, there were some things going on in the neighborhood that I lived in with these $1 million houses, and I said, I can't do this shit. I got tired of the crime going on. There were 2 shootings that took place right within walking distance of my home. One took place at the Waffle House. A young girl was shot and killed. I actually heard the shots. So there have been several incidents where I lived in the city of Atlanta where I heard shooting, and I said, what was that? And then come and find out somebody got killed. Once when I lived in Kirkwood, a couple times when I lived in the old 4th Ward. And in this particular incident, I was living in Grant Park. Now, Grant Park is a historic, beautiful, upper-class neighborhood. It had been gentrified years ago. This child was shot outside of the Waffle House they had just built over there on Glenwood Avenue. So there's a Kroger, there's a Kroger, Waffle House. There was a little nail shop. I would go there and get my pedicure now. I do have to get them damn mouses taken care of. But the thing that saddened me about this happened earlier in the day, afternoon. This girl was shot and killed. That was about the 2nd or 3rd incident that happened on that street. And there was so much violence spiraling all around me. And I said, you know what? Maybe this isn't a good idea. As I'm looking at these expensive homes, y'all looked in all these neighborhoods in the city. And the stuff was so outrageously priced that it made no sense for me to buy something where I would feel unsafe. Now, the rest of y'all, I'm trying to turn this phone on mute. They didn't change this shit up. Here. They have changed, the city has changed drastically. And it's getting more violent and more violent. This incident that happened in Memphis. I've heard a lot of bad stuff about Memphis over the years. A lot of bad stuff. I know a lot of people from Memphis, and they all said Walter. They refer to Memphis as Niggerville 2.0. They said it's a whole other level there. And the violence and craziness going on within our communities. What did this young man benefit? For what reason would he go out and shoot and kill 4 innocent people? You just grabbing a gun and you think this is a game. These innocent people's lives meant nothing to this young man who did this. He was 19, 20 years of age. They have access to so many guns, it makes sense. It makes no sense, rather. There are guns everywhere. And y'all think I want to live around these hood rats. Y'all think I want to continue to live in neighborhoods that, and I was looking at neighborhoods like The Bluff, I was looking at all these stuff. This shit was outrageously priced. And I was trying to make sense of it. I said, gosh, what is there? The rents were high, and the rents are high. The home, buying a house is expensive. I said, okay, this is starting to get a little crazy here. No grocery stores, nowhere to be found. I'm looking on Donnelly Howe, Open Grove Park, Reynolds-town. They're building a Publix in Summerhill, but the shit that I looked at in Summerhill was damn near $700, $800, $900, $1 million with no parking, no garage. I'm like, okay, where are we gonna park these cars at? But ultimately, it boiled down to my safety. I ain't no fool. And I'm looking at this crime spiral out of control in the city. No police officers, nowhere to be found, and they ain't got shit to do with defunding the police because they never defunded the police. So y'all can miss me with that fucking ignorant ass bullshit. In fact, they gave the police more money, but it didn't matter because police officers felt like they wouldn't get paid what they should be paid. So they're like, fuck it, we out. This is some dangerous ass work. It's more about pay scale than any damn thing. Why would you work a job that's so dangerous so you can go work someplace else and make twice the amount of money you're making here? I get it. They said, fuck this shit. I'm getting on someplace else. Nothing to do with defund the police. It was about money and the cost of living. And a barking dog in the middle of my video. Quiet. Here you go. Hey, come here. I guess Vegas wants to make them Vegas. Man, Vegas dead and gone. Grayson, get over here. Get over here. Come here. I know who you barking at. Must be somebody walking by the house. He started barking. I know when the mail is being delivered or something put on the porch because he started barking. But it makes you wonder, where are we safe in this country as black people? This was a black kid in Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee, who went around shooting black folks. Now, I could be wrong, but based on what I've seen and read, those were all black folks who were his victims. Now, the people who shot and killed this man delivering his ice cream, working 2 jobs. The crazy part is the subdivision on Redan Road where he was shot and killed at and he stole his car. I'm very familiar with that area over there. I used to live over there in a subdivision called Main Street back in the early 90s when the area was beautiful. I mean, when they built those houses. And the area used to be really nice in the early 90s. Now it's a hellhole over there. But the home prices are now $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 over there. Like, okay, figure this shit out. Who buying this expensive shit over here in the hood? And you risking your life driving up Redan Road. They've had shooting after shooting at their Kroger over there, at Redan and South Harrison. That side of Stone Mountain, they can keep. I'm not going over there. I've driven through those areas now, and I say, damn, this shit is so horrible now. It used to didn't be like that. What would possess... Why are so many black people so quick to grab a gun and shoot somebody, in many instances for no reason? No reason at all. I couldn't stay in those areas no longer. And I wanted to, because I know those areas are changing rapidly. I just have to wait after they change and I ease back into the city. Besides, because the prices they were asking for, the shit was too damn high. And I said, okay, now I got to go over these rough areas. Grove Park, no grocery stores for miles. Barely got a dollar store over there. But the houses are $600,000, $700,000, $800,000, $900,000. I'm like, okay, who buying this shit? The home prices have escalated so high in some of the most dangerous neighborhoods in Atlanta. Figure that one out. Some of the most dangerous neighborhoods in Atlanta, the shit is sky high. Rents too. So it's like, who buying this stuff? The crazy part is, out here, it's quiet and peaceful. Everybody can be, how you out there? And away from you ignorant ass niggas. Good Lord, what don't you understand? Ain't no shooting and killings going on out here. It's quiet out here. Ain't nobody here. I barely see people just walking around the streets exercising. The further out you go from Atlanta, the safer you will be. And I'm beginning to think that it's probably the same thing in Memphis. Get the fuck out of Memphis and go to the surrounding suburbs. You might be okay. Bottom line, stay getting away from these ignorant ass niggas. You might live. Anytime you're around a bunch of ignorant niggas in their neighborhoods and in their homes and their craziness behavior, that boy was probably high on drugs. There was another incident when a man was arrested in Alabama recently. I don't know if y'all saw that. He was down in Columbus, Georgia. He was shooting people on the highway or something. They pulled him over in this white Cadillac, and he had all these guns and all this shit in his damn car. What was that all about? It was like, what? And just shooting innocent people for no reason, just shooting. And y'all think I want to live around that foolishness? When I was looking for homes in Atlanta, I really didn't. My search. But I looked about an hour outside of Atlanta, hour and a half outside of Atlanta on a lakefront property. It was beautiful. I should have bought that lakefront house. Had boats and jet skis and had your own private beach. And it was a bargain. And it was beautiful. And it was safe. Near nobody, but don't need to worry about making sure you don't drown out there in that damn lake. Make sure you have life jackets on when you're jet skiing. The house came with his own jet skis, new boats. Black folks, we deserve a lifestyle. We don't necessarily have to live in these urban areas. The price that you all are paying for rents and homes in the city is outrageous. You can go a little further out to other places. You'd be surprised what you can get for the money and the type of lifestyle that you can live. Many of you are just stuck in the cities because that's all you know. And I had some little loudmouth friend of mine come over here. Oh, you could have found something in the city. It didn't have to be like this. I'm thinking, dude, you renting an apartment. Shut your fucking mouth. You've been renting forever. You actually living with 8 other people in some other apartment. Why are you concerned about why I got the fuck out the city to live y'all ignorant asses? If you're renting a home or apartment and you got 10 other roommates, shut your fucking mouth. Because you ain't really paying no rent anyway. You're only paying a portion of the rent. And you can't even afford the little portion that you can't even pay. It's just ridiculous. I'm encountering a lot of pushback because I moved out here. And I'm thinking, y'all, why do y'all care about where I moved to? You really be screaming about it moved out to that lakefront property, which is what I fucking should have did. And I was at a lake. It was on a beautiful lake, massive. I want to say Lake Hartwell. A little small town near Monroe, Georgia. I have to look it up again. But I looked at a couple of houses out there, quite a few houses out there, and they were all nice, all on the lake. But one that stood out to me because they had an outdoor kitchen. It was a brand new home. It stood out because it had an outdoor kitchen. It had an own boathouse. Over the boathouse, there was an apartment above it. The only problem with this particular property, it was owned by Georgia Power. You rent the house, you rent the land from Georgia Power. They own the land. You own your home, but you pay $1 a year or something. But you cannot Airbnb those properties out there. Why, I don't know. But there were other properties that could be Airbnb that were not on Georgia Power's land. Georgia Power is our local electricity company out there. The one thing that I liked about it, the further I went out, the development of new grocery stores, new shopping areas, new restaurants. Georgia is growing. Out there at that lake, it felt like you weren't in Atlanta anymore. Well, you really wasn't. But still about an hour and a half drive out back into the city. We have got to get out of this urban experience bullshit. If you can move your family someplace safe and you were able to work from home or you had an income that was derived from working out of your home like I do, what's the problem? Why must we be stuck in these dangerous inner cities? What's keeping us inside these cities? I can see if you're in the city because you work and you go to school or education, but once you get past all that, there are so many other amazing opportunities, and the cost of living is so much cheaper than living inside the city. Living inside Atlanta, the prices are outrageous now. And for what? To risk getting carjacked, shot, and killed? And many of you might think, well, Walter, this happens all the time. It happens every day, and I know people who've been shot and killed and people who've been carjacked and harmed and injured in the city of Atlanta. I know a lot of folks. They're dead now. They were too busy ripping around in the streets in Atlanta. I'm running home to close my damn doors. I don't have to run here and close this door. Matter of fact, I went to the gym late last night and accidentally left the garage door open. Nobody came in here. The garage door bounced back up when I left. I don't know how, but I saw it going down. I should have waited to make sure it went down, but it bounced back up. And then when Earl got here, he called me and said the garage door was open. Came inside the house, nothing was taken, nobody was here. And try that in the city. Good luck with that one. But shit happens. I've walked out the door. We've had incidents in the city where we lived in the old Fourth Ward where the door was left unlocked or a key was left in the door. And it didn't end well. So, for those of you who live in these cities, you might need to rethink how, particularly if you live in a city like Memphis or Chicago, why are you there? Why are you living someplace where your life is at risk? Yeah, and it's your life. This man that went through Memphis yesterday, killing innocent people, what was this all about? What was the point? This past year when people were getting shot and killed on the highways here in Atlanta, why? Innocent people were driving down the highway, shot and killed. For what reason? They never found these people who did the shooting and killing of these people. You need to say, hey! Quiet your damn mouth. Anybody think about your ass? They outside delivering mail. Oh, picking up trash today. That's what he barking at. But anyway, y'all need to begin rethinking where you want to live at. Living in the city of Atlanta sounds on paper like fun until you get into that city and you're dealing with high taxes, high insurance, automobile insurance sky high. Because automobile insurance high, taxes are high, rents are high, houses are high. What is the benefit? And the crime is off the fucking chain. What are you gaining? What are you risking? Well, I think many of you all need to rethink. Quiet. Shh. Get over here and be quiet. Anyway, he's gonna be barking in the garden people out there. So I'm gonna conclude this video. Today is Thursday, September 8th. I should have locked his ass up on that deck outside before I started this video. He was over there eating breakfast at first. Being quiet. But it's 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm supposed to be getting my second monkeypox shot today, vaccine at noon. I can get over there by 12 noon. But anyway, I just wanted to do a video to talk about these incidents where these innocent people are killed in our inner cities, and we just act like it's nothing. And it's just normal life. And it's not normal. It's not normal, y'all. It just isn't. That man should not have been killed delivering ice cream here in Atlanta, out in Stone Mountain on Redan Road. And they have not found the people who shot and killed him and stole his car. A Nissan Altima. What are you going to do with this car? Why did they shoot and kill him? I don't know. But anyway, today is Thursday, September 8th. The year is 2022. And I'm about to eat some breakfast before I go take this damn monkeypox vaccine. Like, make sure I eat something before I get over to take the shot. I'm out of here and enjoy the rest of your Thursday.